Hey, Raul. One player, that's fine. Means we can't use the carpool lane, but we're still okay. Now, tell me what your name is. Mike? Yeah, alrighty. Got
30
it.
seconds.
That's what I needed. Thanks. Player, your buzzer is going to be the letter B. That's B as in bastard.
20 seconds.
Ow, holy mackerel. Okay. Ooh, someone's dungarees are on fire. All right, everybody, snap to it. We're going live.
Category. This one's called Guys and Inflatable Dolls. $1,000 at stake on this one. Okay, the Barbie doll hit stores in 1959, but it would take 2 more years for her beau Ken to show. In the meantime, who could Barbie have dated in 1959 while she waited for Ken to show? A Cabbage Patch Kid doll, a Star Wars action figure, a Raggedy Andy doll, or a G.I. Joe action figure? The Raggedy Ann doll was first marketed by Marshall Field in 1920 with her bro Raggedy Andy soon to follow. Raggedy Andy and Barbie together. I would not want to see their kid. Okay, pick a category.
This is the end of the tape. Turn it over to play side 2.
Coming at you. Quick, what's the number for 911? $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hey, remember that Alfred Hitchcock film, Dial M for Murder? Well, warm up your dialing finger and get ready to type in your answer. If you were to really dial M for murder, what number should you press? Start typing. Just doesn't get any wronger than this. Too bad you didn't type this. On your phone, the letter M can be found on the 6.
Thank you for dialing murder. If you would like to commit murder, press 1. If you are being murdered, press 2.
I need a category. And this one is an excellent question. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Okay, this next question is a logic problem and it's a bit of a brain strainer, so I've asked our resident programmer and technical virtuoso, Ed, to help me out with this one. You ready, Ed?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Which date would logically complete this sequence? 1988, 1999, 2008, or 2038?
Take it! 2008, Ed.
Not even close.
Yeah, you hear that, loser?
Well, that was bad.
Yep.
The 4 dates listed go up in intervals of 10, 20, and 30 successively. Therefore, it's logical to assume that the next step will be a 40-year interval, which would make it 2038.
Yeah, what he said. Okay, I need a category.
Smokey's in the bread box picking daisies.
That's a big 10. Good, buddy. I think.
Shake hands with. I want my money, deadbeat. How does $2,000 sound? Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If someone gave you a C-note, a sawbuck, and 2 bits, what would you be able to do? Drop $520.35 on bread, spend $125.10 on cabbage, buy $110.25 worth of clams, or purchase $55.20 in dough. Go for it!
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Ooh. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. A C-note is a $100 bill, a sawbuck is a $10 bill, and 2 bits is a quarter. Add it all up and you get $110.25. Now that I've explained it all to you, loan me a couple of bucks, would you? I kind of want to get something to eat. All right, hit me. The selection is Gentrification of Oz. This one's worth $1,000. You know, the yuppies are taking over everywhere. Even the Wizard of Oz is being priced out of Emerald City. Suppose the wizard wanted to keep the prestige associated with living in a town named after a gem. To which town should he not move? Granite Village, Barrelburg, Amethyst Town, or Lapis Lazuli Estates? Go get it!
How do you say, no?
If you only had a brain. Granite is not a gem, but a hard igneous rock. So the Wizard's Granite Village ain't much to look at, but then again, who wants a bunch of Kansas tourists hanging around? Category, please. Pucker up for. Don't let her handle your weapon. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, imagine you're dating a gold medalist in foil fencing. Considering where points are scored in foil fencing, where should you touch your date to score? On her face, on her torso, anywhere above her waist, or anywhere on her body? It's anywhere on her body. That would be épée fencing. That would also be an extremely slow date. In case you're wondering, in foil fencing, a point is scored when the tip of the foil hits any point on the trunk of the body.
On guard.
Thrust.
Parry. Counter thrust.
Ooh, touche.
Okay, pick a category.
Come on, baby needs an 8. 7. Ah, crap.
Say hello to bargain shopping in TV land. $3,000 for this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. If you shoplift in Greenwich Village, to whose police station would you most likely be taken? Sonny Crockett's, Barney Miller's, Beretta's, or Joe Friday's? Let this be a lesson to you. The correct answer is... Barney Miller works in the village. He'd be the one busting your chops. And if you're really bad, they'll make you sit in the can with fish. I need a category. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime Store.
It's time for Flickerish Lesson.
Your gibberish category for today is sticking it to the mafia by going shopping. This question's gonna start out at 5,000 big ones. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is gonna disappear, so if you want to win big, you gotta be quick. Hey, prick up your ears and tell me what this rhymes with. Mob cheater new game mall. First clue, this is when you take from one person. This is when you take from one person so you can give to another. Last clue, how do you think Peter likes being robbed? Gee, Peter, Paul, all we're missing is Mary, who would tell you to hurry it up.
Do you have the money you owe me?
Yeah, I had to borrow it from Joe.
Well, you didn't have to mob Cheater New Game Mall.
Rob Peter to pay Paul, otherwise known as the modern American family's budget. Okay, I need a category. Open wide and get ready for, and you look like one too. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Considering its origin, which word should a true atheist never utter? Goodbye, nice, love, or hello? Go. I'm shaking my head right now. Bet you wish you'd pick this. Goodbye comes from the phrase, God be with you, which is probably why it's so hard to get an atheist off the phone. All right, hit me.
Doctor, don't sugarcoat it. I'm afraid it's...
10!
Oh, God.
May I introduce, just forget they're aliens for a minute, will ya? And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Oh, look, another episode of The X-Files. Sure don't see one of those every day. If Mulder and Scully attempt to recreate the famous FBI ab scam scandal, what should they do? Direct aliens to an audition, then nab them, dress up like sheiks to bribe alien politicians, alter photos... Go get it! That's a good one. Let's take a look at the right answer. In the late 70s, FBI agents disguised themselves as rich Arabs and bribed congressmen for special favors. It was called Abscam. Hey, be careful when you're bribing an alien. You think it's closed with a handshake, but 2 years later you find babies with your genetic code. Killer babies. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so... Okay, pick a category.
Hey, honey, how many eggs do we have?
We got 12. 11.
For your enjoyment. Look, the animals have left chocolate bars for us. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. All right, have a listen to this travel journal entry. When you know what fictional place the explorer is talking about, buzz in and type it out.
We lost 2 ships crossing the ice cream sea. Our provisions are stuck in the molasses swamp. We've spent days in the lollipop woods, but still hope to reach Gumdrop Mountains by nightfall.
When you know what fictional... Talk to me. That's right, they're all in Candyland. A trip through Candyland, huh? Something tells me they're gonna start off with a lot of energy and then come down after like 1 mile. I need a category.
12.
The category? When chess turns ugly. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. All right, say you're playing chess when you snap from all the pressure and decide to use some violent defense strategies. Suppose that to protect your king, you draw a gun and tell the opposing pieces to back the hell up. Because it cannot move backwards, which chess piece is dead meat? The pawn, the rook, the knight, or the queen? While the higher-ranking pieces can retreat, the pawns on the front line cannot move backward and will therefore just sort of wait to get shot. Huh, that's just like real war. Funny. All right, hit me. Okay, give it up for, hey, nice milk and cookies. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Think fast. Considering his famous painting, where would painter Hieronymus Bosch most likely send his child? The Kindergarten of Earthly Delights, the preschool... Hieronymus Bosch painted the Garden of Earthly Delights. What did you learn today, sweetheart?
Sax.
That's nice. Category, please. This one likes to go by not just a pet. When socks becomes Dr. Socks. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, a lot of mothers-to-be have ultrasounds. You know, the doc bounces sound waves off the baby to see how things are going. So imagine this. Say you're all set for your ultrasound when the doctor cancels. Since it's an animal that uses sonar every day, who could perform the procedure? Lassie, Mr. Nope. Dolphins use sonar to figure out the size and location of objects, so Flipper could do that ultrasound in a pinch. That's a good thing to know in case your obstetrician accidentally gets caught by tuna fishermen. Okay, I need a category.
Check out my new shouting calculator. 3 times 5 equals...
15.
Now serving. After taxes, you're lucky to get a quarterback. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. The NFL has a central organization that sets policies for all of its teams, yet with individual matters, teams maintain their own authority. What type of government system is this? No, imperialism is the unconditional worship of margarine. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Under a system of federalism, a central authority splits power with the individual units. Sort of like the United States, with a little less ass-slapping. Okay, pick a category. Hey, all right. Guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is, say it with flower children. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I need you to tell me if it's the name of a flower or the name of a... Okay, maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Honeysuckle, flower or... Joaquin. Carnation. Summer joy. Liberty butterfly. chrysanthemum. One more. That's all she wrote. You barely got more than half of them. You're slightly above average. Isn't that comforting? Let's see your new total. Could be worse. Your score could be going down. In fact, it still might. Let's find out. All right, hit me.
Scientists concluded that he had been exposed to
17! Well, looks like this category is don't ask, don't spell. How does $4,000 grab you?
Listen up, you maggots! Spelling this word could save your lives! Soldier, how do you spell the word that means troops riding around on horses or in tanks or even in helicopters?
Should have picked this.
Troops pinned down. Need support from Cal. Cal. Hell, just send some bombers.
Okay, I need a category. This category is known as Cheap Thrills. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Let's rock. Considering the street name for a package which contains $5 worth of drugs, what would be a fitting way to pay for it? 5 singles, 50... Go get it! For the curious, here's the right answer. $5 worth of street drugs, usually marijuana, is called a nickel bag, which is ironic because in those transactions they usually don't accept all your loose change. I need a category. Let's see what we got going. Give him 3 months and he'll take off the weight. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Don't you just love late night commercials? Which Shakespearean character promises quick weight loss without dieting or exercise? Macbeth, Shylock, Hamlet, or Othello? Oh, must have hit the wrong key. It happens. Here's what you should have picked. Shylock is the loan shark from Merchant of Venice who offers to take a pound of flesh in exchange for money. Category, please. The category is Lady, You Boot Me Up. How does $2,000 sound? Just step up and take a swing at this one. What would be the best title for a song about the short-lived Commodore computer sung by the Commodores? 2 times a... Go! The machine is called the Commodore 64. With richly detailed 16-color graphics, and it moves faster than a Lionel Richie ballad. All right, hit me. Time for the attack. A little edgy, aren't we? Relax and take a look at this clue. I'll tell you when to panic. Suggestive sports sayings. Try this one for size. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Good luck. So that last one, let's take a look at your final score. That's the game. Player, just think, if you only got 1 or 2 more questions right, you'd just be embarrassed instead of utterly humiliated. Oh, and while I'm adding insult to injury,